You are strong, you are powerful, you are worthy of love. These aren't just words, they're truths about you that have always been there waiting for you to realize them. Today, we're going to talk about something that might feel hard at first, but it's going to change your life. We're going to talk about letting go of people, ideas, and things that no longer serve you, and learning to love yourself first. Think about this for a moment. How many times have you put someone else's needs before your own? How often have you stayed in a situation that made you unhappy because you were afraid of change? How many times have you said yes when every part of you wanted to say no? It's time to stop. It's time to put yourself first. It's time to let them go. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but isn't that selfish? Shouldn't I care about others? And yes, caring about others is important, but here's the thing. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give love if you don't have love for yourself. You can't help others if you're drowning. So let's start with the basics. What does it mean to love yourself? It's not about being self-centered or narcissistic. It's about recognizing your worth, respecting your boundaries, and taking care of your needs. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and compassion you'd show to a dear friend. When you truly love yourself, something magical happens. You start to attract people and situations that align with your worth. You stop accepting less than you deserve. You begin to create a life that feels good on the inside, not just one that looks good on the outside. But to get there, we need to let go. We need to release the people, habits, and beliefs that are holding us back. This isn't easy. Our brains are wired to hold on to the familiar, even when it's hurting us. That's why change can feel so scary. But here's the secret. You're stronger than you think. You have the power to rewire your brain, to create new patterns, to choose a different path. And it all starts with a decision to put yourself first, a decision to let go of what's no longer serving you. Think about the relationships in your life. Are there some that drain you more than they uplift you? Do you have friends who only call when they need something but disappear when you're in need? Is there a partner who makes you feel small instead of helping you grow? Time to let them go. This doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life dramatically. Sometimes letting go means creating healthy boundaries. It means learning to say no without guilt. It means prioritizing your own well-being. And it's not just about people. We also need to let go of old beliefs that are holding us back. Maybe you've always thought you're not smart enough or not talented enough. Maybe you believe that you don't deserve success or happiness. These beliefs aren't facts, they're stories we've told ourselves for so long that we've started to believe them. But here's the truth. You are enough. You are worthy. You are deserving of all the good things life has to offer. And the moment you start believing this, your whole world will change. Now, I know this isn't easy. Letting go can feel like losing a part of yourself. But I want you to think about it differently. When you let go of what's not serving you, you're not losing anything. You're making room for something better. You're creating space for growth, for joy, for true fulfillment. Think of your life like a garden. To help beautiful flowers grow, sometimes you need to pull out the weeds. These weeds might have been with you for a long time. They might even look pretty from a distance, but they're taking up space and nutrients that could be used for something better. Letting go is like pulling out these weeds. It might feel uncomfortable at first. You might even miss them for a while, but once they're gone, you'll see how much more room you have for beautiful, nourishing plants to grow. So how do we do this? How do we learn to let go and love ourselves first? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to how you feel in different situations and with different people. Your emotions are like signals, guiding you towards what's good for you and away from what's harmful. And when you're with someone, notice how you feel. Do you feel energized or drained? Do you feel like you can be yourself, or do you feel like you have to pretend? Do you feel respected and valued, or do you feel used? The same goes for your habits and daily activities. Notice which ones make you feel good about yourself and which ones leave you feeling empty or ashamed. Start to consciously choose more of what makes you feel good and less of what doesn't. This might mean saying goodbye to some people or habits that have been part of your life for a long time, and that's okay. Remember, you're not doing this to hurt anyone. You're doing this because you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be surrounded by people and things that lift you up, not drag you down. Now let's talk about self-love. This isn't about being perfect, it's about accepting yourself as you are, while also working to become the best version of yourself. It's about treating yourself with kindness and respect, even when you make mistakes. Start small. Each day, do one thing that's just for you. Maybe it's taking a few minutes to meditate. Maybe it's going for a walk in nature. Maybe it's saying no to an invitation you don't really want to accept and using that time to do something you enjoy instead. Speak to yourself kindly. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Would you speak to a friend the way you speak to yourself? If not, it's time to change that inner voice. When you catch yourself being self-critical, pause, take a deep breath, then rephrase your thought in a kinder, more compassionate way. Take care of your body. Eat foods that make you feel good. Move your body in ways that you enjoy. Get enough sleep. These aren't just health tips. They are acts of self-love. When you take care of your body, you're sending yourself a powerful message. You matter. Your well-being matters. Set boundaries. This is a big one. Many of us struggle with boundaries because we're afraid of disappointing others. But here's the truth. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's necessary. It's how you protect your energy, your time, and your emotional well-being. Start saying no to things that don't align with your values or goals. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but with practice, it gets easier. And the more you do it, the more you'll respect yourself. The more you'll realize that your needs and wants are just as important as anyone else's. Forgive yourself. We all make mistakes. We all have things in our past that we regret, but holding on to guilt and shame doesn't serve you. It doesn't make you a better person, it just keeps you stuck. So, start practicing self-forgiveness. Recognize that you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. Learn from your mistakes, but don't let them define you. You are not your past. You are who you choose to be right now in this moment. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Too often we focus on what we haven't done, what we still need to do. We forget to acknowledge how far we've come. Start recognizing your progress by acknowledging your progress. You're building self-confidence. You're reminding yourself that you are capable of growth and change. You're reinforcing the belief that you are worthy of good things. Transformative, it holds the ability to reshape not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. When you truly embrace self-love, you give others the freedom to do the same. You become a living demonstration of what's possible. You show people that it's okay to prioritize their own well-being, to establish boundaries, and to choose themselves. And something incredible happens when you start putting yourself first. You become more genuine. You stop trying to be the version of yourself that others expect, and instead, you embrace who you truly are. This authenticity is magnetic. It draws people toward you, not those who wish to change or take advantage of you, but those who appreciate you for who you are. People who connect with your energy, who are inspired by your growth. Your relationships deepen and become more meaningful because they are built on real connections, not obligation or need. You will attract friends who uplift you, who push you to grow, and who celebrate your successes. If you're in a romantic relationship, you might notice a shift. When you truly love yourself first, you stop settling for less than you deserve in love. You gain clarity about what you want and need in a partner. You are no longer afraid to ask for what you deserve because you recognize your worth. If you are single, self-love will completely transform the way you approach relationships. You will stop accepting less than you deserve because you understand your value. You will develop patience, knowing that the right person will come at the right time, and when they do, you will be ready not to complete you, but to complement the amazing person you already are. In your career, self-love can bring extraordinary changes. When you believe in yourself, when you recognize your worth, you stop playing small. You start pursuing the opportunities you truly desire instead of settling for what seems safe. You become more confident in your skills, unafraid to speak up and share your ideas. You start viewing challenges as chances to grow rather than as obstacles. And even when things don't go as planned, you understand that your value is not tied to achievement. Your worth is constant and unchanging. As you continue to let go of things that do not serve you and embrace self-love, you may notice your entire outlook on life shifting. The things that once stressed you may no longer seem significant. You might find yourself feeling more grateful, more present, more engaged in each moment. You could uncover new passions and interests as you release the need to fit into a mold or seek approval from others. This creates space for you to explore who you truly are and what you genuinely want. You may surprise yourself with what you discover, realizing that you are braver, more creative, and more capable than you ever imagined. All because you allowed yourself the freedom and love to grow, to evolve, to be yourself. Now, I want to talk about something important. As you move through this process of letting go and embracing self-love, you might feel guilty. You might question if you are being selfish, but I want you to understand something crucial. Self-love is not selfish. It is necessary. Think about it like this. When you are on an airplane, the flight attendants always instruct you to put on your oxygen mask before helping others. Why? Because if you run out of oxygen, you cannot help anyone else. The same rule applies to life. By taking care of yourself first, by loving yourself first, you ensure that you have the energy, the emotional capacity, and the resources to truly be there for others. Additionally, by loving yourself, you raise the energy of the world around you. You contribute to a culture of self-respect, authenticity, and genuine connection. You demonstrate what is possible. You create a ripple effect of positive change. So release that guilt. Understand that by choosing yourself, by loving yourself, you are doing something profoundly positive, not just for you. I know this journey is not always easy. There will be days when you slip into old habits, days when loving yourself feels difficult, days when letting go seems impossible. That is okay. It is part of the process. On those days, be gentle with yourself. Remember that you are human, that growth is not always linear, and that every setback is a chance to practice self-compassion. Remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. On the difficult days, return to the basics. Do one small thing to care for yourself. Maybe it is taking a deep breath. Maybe it is going for a short walk. Maybe it is reaching out to a friend who supports your growth. Whatever it is, do it with intention. Do it as an act of self-love. Every time you choose yourself, every time you let go of something that does not serve you, every time you practice self-love, you are reshaping your mind. You are creating new neural pathways. You are literally transforming the way you think. And as your mind changes, so does your life. You begin to see opportunities where you once saw barriers. You start to believe you are worthy of good things rather than always waiting for something to go wrong. You begin to trust yourself, to believe in your ability to handle anything life presents. This is the power of letting go and loving yourself first. It is not just about feeling good in the moment. It is about transforming your relationship with yourself and with the world around you. As you continue on this journey, remember this: you are not alone. Even though this is a personal experience, you are part of a larger movement, a movement of people who are choosing to break free from limiting beliefs, who are choosing to love themselves, who are choosing to build lives of authenticity and joy. Every time you choose yourself, you contribute to this movement. You help create a world where self-love is the norm, not the exception, where people uplift one another instead of bringing each other down, where authenticity is more valuable than conformity. So keep going, keep releasing what does not serve you, keep choosing yourself, keep loving yourself, not just for you, but for all of us. Because when you shine your light, you give others permission to shine as well. And remember, the journey of letting go and loving yourself is not a final destination. It is a lifelong process. It is something you will continue to do every day. But with each step, it becomes easier. With every act of self-love, you grow stronger. With each release, you become freer. So embrace this journey, embrace the challenges, the victories, the breakthroughs. Embrace it all, because it is all part of your growth. It is all leading you toward your most authentic self. You are deserving of love. You are worthy of respect. You are deserving of all the good things in life, not because of what you achieve, but simply because you exist. You are a unique expression of life with talents and gifts only you can share with the world. Let go of those who do not appreciate you. Let go of situations that drain your energy. Let go of beliefs that hold you back. Let go of past fears. And as you let go, fill that space with love. Love for yourself, appreciation for who you are, and excitement for who you are becoming. You are constantly evolving. You are not the same person you were yesterday, and tomorrow you will be even more. Every moment is an opportunity to grow. So why not choose to evolve in a way that benefits you? Why not choose to become the best version of yourself? Why not choose to love yourself deeper than ever before? This choice is not a one-time decision. It is something you choose every single day, in the small things, in the big things. Each choice sends a powerful message. I matter. My well-being matters. My happiness matters. And the more you send this message, the more the world responds. You start to attract people and opportunities that align with the self-loving version of you. You create a life that reflects your worth, your value, your inherent right to happiness. Selfish or self-centered, you may worry that by prioritizing yourself, you'll push others away. But here's the reality. Real self-love doesn't make you selfish. It makes you more giving. When you're not always looking for approval or validation from others, when you're not operating from a place of fear or scarcity, you have so much more to offer. Think about it. When you're on an airplane, they always instruct you to put your own oxygen mask on first before assisting others. Why? Because if you run out of oxygen, you won't be able to help anyone else. The same applies in life. By taking care of yourself first, by loving yourself first, you ensure that you have the emotional strength, the energy, and the ability to truly be there for others. Additionally, when you love yourself, you set an example for others to do the same. You become a living demonstration of what's possible. You show others that it's okay to prioritize their well-being, to establish boundaries, to choose themselves. And here's another thing to think about. When you genuinely love yourself, you stop accepting less than you deserve in relationships. This doesn't mean you become demanding or difficult. It means you gain clarity about your value, about what you need and expect in your interactions with others. As a result, your relationships become deeper, more rewarding. You attract people who appreciate you for who you genuinely are, not for the version of you that you pretend to be. You build connections based on true respect and care, not on obligation or necessity. So let go of the fear that loving yourself will make you self-centered. Accept the truth that the more you love yourself, the more love you have to share with others. Now let's discuss another fear, the fear of change. As you begin to love yourself more, as you start letting go of things that no longer serve you, your life will inevitably change. This can be unsettling. You might grow apart from certain relationships. You might discover that hobbies or activities that once brought you joy no longer feel fulfilling, or you might feel compelled to make big shifts in your career or lifestyle. This transition can feel uncomfortable, almost like you're losing parts of yourself. But remember, you're not losing anything. You're shedding what no longer aligns with you. You're making room for what truly resonates with who you are becoming. Think of it like decluttering your closet. Yes, it can be hard to part with clothes that you've had for years, but when you do, you create space for new clothes that fit you better, that make you feel more confident, more like yourself. The same is true for life. When you release what no longer serves you, whether it's relationships, habits, or beliefs, you create room for new experiences that truly reflect your authentic self. So, welcome change, see it as proof that you are evolving, growing into a truer version of yourself. And remember, you don't need to do it all at once. You don't have to make drastic changes overnight. This is a journey, and it's perfectly okay to take it step by step. Start small. Maybe it's setting just one boundary today. Maybe it's dedicating 5 minutes to something that brings you joy. Maybe it's catching yourself in negative self-talk and replacing it with a kinder thought. These small actions may seem insignificant in the moment, but they accumulate, they generate momentum, they begin to transform your mindset, your energy, and eventually your entire life. As you take these steps, as you choose to love yourself more each day, you'll begin to notice shifts. You may realize you have more energy. You may feel more confident. You may start attracting people and opportunities that align with your true self. However, you might also encounter resistance. Some people in your life might not be happy with these changes. They may try to pull you back into old habits. They may accuse you of being different, of changing. And you know what? They're right. You are changing. You're evolving. You're stepping into your true self. Don't let their discomfort stop you. Their reactions are about them, not about you. They reflect their own fears and insecurities. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to seek permission to grow. Keep going. Keep choosing yourself. Keep loving yourself. Because here's the truth. The world needs you. Not the version of you that's small and afraid. Not the version of you that bends over backward to please others. The world needs the real you, the one who is fully alive, fully expressed, fully in love with themselves and with life. When you love yourself, when you let your light shine, you give others permission to do the same. You contribute to raising the collective energy of the world. You become a force for positive change. So let go. Release the need for approval. Release the fear of judgment. Release the habit of placing yourself last. Release the belief that you are not enough. And instead, choose love. Choose self-respect. Choose growth. Choose you. Remember, you are worthy of love. You are deserving of respect. You are entitled to all good things, not because of what you achieve, but simply because you exist. You are a unique expression of life with gifts and talents that only you can offer. So love yourself completely. Love yourself unapologetically. Love yourself first. This is your life. This is your path. And it all starts now in this moment with a decision to love yourself, to let go of what no longer serves you, to become who you were always meant to be. Everything you need is already within you. You have the power to shape the life you desire. You have the ability to love yourself deeply and completely. So take a deep breath. Feel the strength within you. Feel the love that has always been there, waiting for you to acknowledge it and make the choice. Choose yourself, choose love, choose life. Because when you do, when you genuinely prioritize self-love, everything changes. Your world transforms and you become a beacon of light, inspiring others to do the same. This is your moment. This is your time. Embrace it, love yourself, let go, and watch as your life unfolds in ways you never imagined. You are more powerful than you realize. You are more valuable than you know. You are love itself. Never forget that. Never settle for less. Always choose you. Always choose love. Now go forward and let your light shine. The world is waiting for you. The world is better because you are here. Fully, unapologetically, magnificently, you. Love yourself first and see how the universe supports you in ways beyond your imagination. This is your journey. This is your story. Make it extraordinary by loving yourself without limits. You are ready. You are deserving. You are loved now and always. Let go and let yourself rise. There are no limits, only the endless sky above. So spread your wings, love yourself without hesitation, and soar. Your time is now. Your life is now. Your love is now. Embrace it all, beginning with embracing yourself. Remember, every moment is an opportunity to choose love, to choose yourself. So make that choice again and again until it becomes your natural state. Let self-love become as effortless as breathing. And as you do, watch in amazement as your life blossoms, as you step into your fullest potential, as you create a life that reflects your worth, your value, your limitless deservingness. This is more than just a journey of self-love. It's a journey of self-discovery, of self-realization. It's about embracing who you were always meant to be. So keep going, keep choosing love, keep choosing you. The world needs your light, your presence, your unique magic. You are ready, you are love, now and always. Let go and soar. This is your time, this is your love story. Make it magnificent. Make it yours.